There's something quietly happening beneath almost every human argument. It isn't about facts. It isn't about evidence. It isn't even about truth. It's about certainty. According to the Seth Material, the human personality does not simply seek knowledge. The human personality seeks stability. And certainty feels like stability even when it's false. And that's where the trouble begins. The Seth Material teaches that beliefs are not passive ideas. They're filters. They decide what reality is allowed to enter your awareness and what must be rejected. Once a belief becomes emotionally invested, it stops asking questions and starts defending itself. This is why entire systems, scientific, cultural, religious, or political, can resist new information even when that information is not threatening. It's not because it's wrong, but because it destabilizes identity. To say, we don't know, well, that sounds humble on the surface, but to the ego, it feels like free fall. The Seth Material explains that the ego is not evil. The ego is protective. It wants predictability. It wants boundaries. It wants the world to remain familiar. Mystery threatens that. So instead of curiosity, we often get hostility. Instead of openness, we get ridicule. Instead of exploration, we get dismissal. Not because the mystery is false, no, but because it's uncomfortable. Here's one of Seth's most uncomfortable teachings. Truth does not need protection, but belief systems do. When a belief system becomes tied to authority, reputation, or identity, it stops evolving. It becomes rigid, and rigidity is the opposite of consciousness expansion. The Seth Material says that consciousness is always fluid. Belief should be flexible. Reality responds to expectation, not dogma. When certainty hardens, perception narrows. Have you noticed that people who ask sincere questions are often treated as threats? The Seth Material will say that this is projection. The questioner is not dangerous. The question threatens the listener's inner structure. When someone asks, what if we're wrong? The ego hears, you're unsafe. So the reaction becomes emotional, not rational. Mockery replaces curiosity. Labels replace dialogue. Certainty replaces awareness. The Seth Material never tells us what to believe. The Seth Material tells us how belief operates. Seth reminded us that reality is not fixed. It is co-created through expectation, focus, and meaning. The moment we believe that we have arrived at the final answer, growth stops. Not because exploration failed, but because curiosity was abandoned. Seth's message is not that humanity is being deceived. Seth's message is that humanity often chooses certainty over wonder. And wonder is where consciousness expands. So the question is not what truths are being hidden. The real question is, what truths are we refusing to let in because they require us to admit we do not know? That is where transformation begins. I am Tony Victory, a wolf uncaged. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Peace. If you found something in this video that sparked a thought, shifted your perspective, or just made you feel more grounded, consider showing some love by buying me a coffee. It helps fuel the channel, keeps the uploads coming, and lets me know that the content matters to you. The link's right below in the description or on my channel banner. No pressure, just appreciation if you're moved to support. And as always, thank you for watching, thank you for listening. I am Tony Victory, a wolf uncaged. Thank you. Peace.